Hey yo guys, time for my WWE One Night Stand review. One Night Stand took place last night from the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California, so let's just get to the review. The show started out with the basic video package set, hyping up mainly the 2 Raw matches and then 1 SmackDown match, so you know, that was okay. And then we got straight into it with the Falls Count Anywhere match, Umaga versus Jeff Hardy. This one was pretty fun little opener. Like, I think it was just really fun. Look at some of the spots here. Umaga did a spinning Uranagi suplex or slam, which JR called a black hole slam, which I just found absolutely hysterical. Don't tell anyone in WWE that that's a TNA move, because they may get pissed. Then they were brawling around there. They eventually got out of, they weren't in the ring that long. They took it to the Hardy whipped a road cone at Umaga, but he no-selled it and just delivered a big straight kick. They were brawling around in the concession areas, kind of like old WCW brawls where they have the concession stands there. And it also reminds you of freaking WCW Backstage Assault, which was, or that game on the Dreamcast. That was just kind of eh. Then Jeff Hardy delivered basically then they went, and the finish came when Jeff Hardy hit the Swanton Bomb off one of the WWE lighting trucks. So, it was a fun little opener, so I have no complaints. Yeah, the finish was obviously fake and stuff, but to protect the guys, but hey, they took safety first precautions there, so, good little opener. Then we went to the Singapore Caine match for the #1 contendership for the ECW title, which was CM versus Chavo, Guerrero versus Tommy Dreamer versus John Morrison versus The Big Show. Before the match starts, Big Show comes down and he's laughing all the way because he's tall and he can grab the canes, which are on poles. And before the match, Shawn Merriman, they point him out that he's in the crowd because he's the best linebacker on the team from the San Diego Chargers. So yeah, Big Show at the start dominated by whacking each guys with canes. He completely dominated each other. Then the other guys got up, they gangbanged, beat him up with canes, so he was down. There was Dreamer hit a nice DDT there. They did a spot where Chavo and Punk were brawling with the canes, and Chavo nailed Shawn Merriman just to get their Sports Center moment, and eventually they came back and Punk gave Merriman the cane to nail Chavo right in the head, which was a pretty sweet moment. Big got a set established to try and nail Miz, who ran down, but Morrison chop blocked him and his face went into the steps and it busted Big Show open. And then from there the match got really exciting with all the other 4 guys doing. There was a nice little spot with Tommy Dreamer countering Punk's go to sleep into a Texas Cloverleaf. Could almost got a submission there. They did a Tower of Doom spot where Punk powerbombed Morrison, or Chavo, was giving a suplex to Chavo, and Chavo also hit Dreamer. And then Big Show got in there and he got a whole thing of garbage can of canes and started caning the shit out of everyone. He completely caned the hell out of Tommy Dreamer for the finish and pinned him with 1 foot, mind you, which I didn't really like because it kind of hurts Dreamer's credibility more. But still, this was a great match, a great match. Guys clicked a lot. They left Big Show out of it for a part of it, which I think helped to it, and you had Big Show be the dominating heel we should have had. So, good match overall there. Then we went to the First Blood match, which was John Cena versus JBL. This match was much of the same as their other one, where JBL completely dominates and Cena just takes the beating and comes back and gets there. JBL did some pretty decent little heelish stuff, but really, he didn't do that much. JBL brought a chain out. Before the match, they both ripped the turnbuckle pads on. They had a chain out. JBL brought out a whip in this one when Cena was in the ropes. And then Cena just got him with a STFU with the chain, and JBL used the blood capsules to get the first blood. So, it wasn't that entertaining, and I just wasn't a big fan of it. These guys really haven't clicked as much as they used to. That one match in 2005, yeah, we're going to remember that for being good, but these guys not that great of a match. This was better than the one at Judgment Day, but not by much. Then we went to the I Quit match, Beth Phoneix versus Melina. This was a fun match. Before the match started, when Melina was doing her entrance, one of the cameramen fell over, and then they decided to replay that just to humiliate the guy more, which was pretty funny. And then the match started right away. Melina went for a guillotine choke to try and choke out Beth. Melina hit the California Sleeper / STFU, or whatever you want to call it. Melina, she even hit Mystico's La Mystico finisher, which is a tilt-a-whirl into a Fujimara armbar, which was very nice. But Beth was the dominant one here, really. She was the dominant figure, as she should have been. She hit that San Martino backbreaker, which was nice. And then she hit the Glam Slam and eventually wrapped Melina up like a pretzel and forced her to submit. So, you know, that was good. And this will obviously set up for the women's title match at Night of Champions. So, that was a good match. Much better than expected. We really weren't knowing much we were going to get from an I Quit match between the two, but we knew it would be something good, and it was a little better than expected. Then we went to the stretcher match, Shawn Michaels versus Batista. Okay, let's just say here, this match was good until the run-in happened, which I don't know why they needed to have the run-in. It was a pretty good match on the way. I mean, there was Shawn going straight away with the charging, but Batista fought him off. HBK did a nice enziguri while Batista was laying up against the ring post. Batista missed a charge and went to the shoulder, so Shawn was working over the shoulders, and Foley and Cole put over the fact how in the recent weeks up to this match, Batista's shoulder's been hurt. Batista snapped the stretcher to HBL's jaw when HBK was wedging the stretcher in between Batista and the ring, and he just popped it up, and then he hit him there. Batista hit a Batista bomb, and then Chris Jericho comes out and basically says, Shawn, you're better than that, and you gotta keep going. And then it just turned weird because Batista, he honestly looked lost by this run-in. Like, he wasn't sure if it was supposed to happen. Like, he thought it was a fan or something. I don't know. But Batista looked so lost in this one. Didn't know what to do, just was standing there. He was just dragging on. He had another Batista bomb. They put him on the stretcher. He also did the whole thing. He said, I don't love you and you deserve this, like the thing from the Ric Flair match. And then, just as he's about to roll him across the line after Jericho blocked it the first time, Batista goes, gets some steps, spinebusters him on the steps, puts him back and crosses across the finish line. Weird match. It really hurt the match, because these guys are actually putting on a real good match in about the 3 steps. And then this just really, really hurt it so much, as you'll probably see by my rating. I mean, it just hurt it so much, and it was just the last couple minutes was Batista standing there and doing nothing. So I don't know what they're going to do here, and they're apparently setting up for another Batista-Edge feud, which I don't know how I can go for that again, because, I mean, Edge couldn't really make Batista look good here. So, I don't know. Batista better be the one bringing his game in there. Then we went to the last man standing match. But Championship, Triple H defends against Randy Orton. This match, you know, it was the same last man standing match they had before. Basically, exactly the same match. But the pacing was building good. They were doing some good stuff there. Up until, as I will say, as everyone you'll hear in the review, Orton goes for an RKO, and Triple H sidesteps him. He clips the top of the rope and guides him down, breaks his collarbone. They have to go end the match early. Triple H comes, gets sledgehammer, nails Orton in the jaw, and they go for a 10 count. So that was it. So it obviously was a legit injury. That's all I'm really going to say here, because that's all you need to know. They were basically having the same match. The pacing was getting good, but the injury unfortunately happened. That's going to hurt the match a lot. So obviously you could tell, because Triple H looked pissed off after the match that they couldn't go anymore, and you knew they were going to give him a lot more time than the 13 minutes they did. So that was... I mean, that sucks for Orton. There's another top heel gone from the Raw side, so that's bad news for WWE there. And then we went to the main event, which is the TLC match for the World Heavyweight Championship, the vacant World Heavyweight Championship, Edge versus The Undertaker. Really, this one was damn good here. I mean, Taker sent Edge into the ladder. Like, they used the ladders well at the start, and both guys kept going into the ladders. Edge countered into the ladder and sent Taker in there. They had to book this kind of smartly, because they knew since the Orton injury happened, they had to have more time, so they had the run-ins. You had Edge deliver a big splash off the SmackDown announce table onto Taker through a table, and then you had Hawkins and Ryder come out when Undertaker was getting the belt, going for the belt on the ladder, but then basically Undertaker dominated them. He gave Hawkins a chokeslam like he did Shane McMahon at Survivor Series 2000, I believe, and he gave one to Ryder as well. Then Chavo, Guerrero, and Bam Neely came out, and he delivered them chair shots. Taker hit a last ride off the freaking ladder through a table, and that's before Chavo and Bam came out. And then the finish came with Taker get the belt, but Edge pushed him off and sent him through 4 tables like Bubba Ray Dudley at SummerSlam '01 to become the World Heavyweight Champion, excuse me. So, you know, I'm looking forward to this because I guess we really needed a top heel there. Maybe in the draft, we don't know what will happen, but I like to see a good Edge title run, and Taker's career is officially over, which, I mean, we can't completely buy. But anyways, that's it for me. I mean, the pay-per-view is affected. I mean, your JBL hurt it, and the stretcher match and the unfortunate injury hurt it a bit, but still, it was a decent show overall. I mean, it wasn't totally bad, but I mean, the couple stuff in there really hurt it. But anyways, that's it for me. I'm out. Peace.